All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So this video is going to be a little different than my other ones. But if you resonate with this story that I am about to tell y'all, or anything similar like it, just take it as another reason to choose yourself. I'm really excited. I never thought that I would be sharing this story with anybody other than the people that knew about it during the time. I just wanted to leave the past in the past, but I feel like in order for y'all to get to really know who I am and understand why I'm where I am today, you have to know the backstory. And this is one of them. This, oh my God, I'm just so embarrassed by just thinking about it, but it don't matter. I am telling you guys the story, the time that I was cheated on multiple times and went back. Yeah. Now, I know, y'all are like, oh my God, what, Azalia, you? The queen of, not the queen, anyway. But the one that be telling us to do this is not giving us this good advice. You over there getting cheated on and going back to, look. This was before I even gained all the knowledge that I have now. And the reason why I have all the knowledge that I have now is because I went through these experiences and I chose to learn from it, to grow from it, and not to remain in that same space. Now, if I was tolerating that, still, after learning multiple times, then okay, y'all can give me the side eye. But look, I'm helping y'all out now. We helping each other. Let's just get started. So this was back when I was in high school. I was becoming a sophomore and it was summer. It was summer 2019. And oh my gosh, so y'all already know Snapchat, right? Anyways, I'm gonna try to put receipts. If I can find receipts in my Google back to photos, I'm gonna put receipts in this video, but no promises. So yeah, it was summer 2019 and I had him on Snapchat. We gotta give him a name.
One eternity later.
All right, y'all, so we're gonna name him Weirdo. Cause that's what he is. I can't think of anything else. Okay, so Weirdo had me on Snapchat. We had each other on Snapchat. I don't remember who added who first, but I remember just like tapping through stories and I would see him, so I knew who he was. I didn't know too much of him. We're all in the same city where we all go to school. Everybody knows everybody. I'm pretty sure y'all know how that go. But I didn't know him. And he would always slide up on my story, you know, hyping me up or whatever, hard eyes, you know, the whole. And yeah, like he would always try to want to link with me and just get to know me, but I wasn't really giving him the time of day. I wasn't interested. He wasn't ugly, but I just wasn't interested. And so he just kept on, you feel me? Like he wanted me first. Like this is what I'm trying to get into y'all head. He wanted me first. He kept on trying and trying and trying, right? It wasn't like top tier, but he would always slide up on my story and then, you know, want to make plans. But anyways, that's it for the summer. School starts. Oh, mind you, he's going into his senior year. I'm going into my sophomore year. So that already paints a picture. Ugh, that, yeah. Don't ever. Y'all already know how this is gonna go. All right, so school is starting and he's still hitting me up. You know, after a minute, like he had stopped a little bit because actually I don't know. So I had low-key told him like, yo, like I'm not really with you. But anyway, school started. I'm a sophomore now. He is a senior in high school. We go to two different high schools, but we're rival high schools, so it's in the same city. Yeah, so he's still like trying. I'm like, okay, like maybe he really want me, like maybe it's gonna be my real love, like what, like me being delusional. And so I'm like, I just gave in and I finally granted him access. And what I mean by, I don't mean to my body, but I'm talking about to me, you know, just getting to know me. And so we're texting, you know, oh, wiping up my boo sweat. But we're texting, getting to know one another, and it finally comes to time when we're going to finally meet up. And it was at his high school. They were having a football game, and so I had went over my homegirl's house because I was already gonna go over there, and her mom was gonna take us to the football game because she was in band, so she needs to be there a little early, and I was gonna go because, you know, me and him, we were gonna meet up before the game. So yeah, so her mom takes us there and I'm like nervous as heck. I think I had some biker shorts on and a hoodie and some Air Force Ones. That's exactly what I had on. Well, I'm trying to act like I don't remember. Some of this stuff is starting to come to surface now. But anyways, yeah, so like I'm excited or whatever, but I'm really nervous because first of all, he was an older guy, and not only that, so we finally meet up, right? So he's like, I'm down the street, I'm walking with my friend. I'm like, yo, friend, like, first of all, why are you coming to meet the girl that you've been trying to get at with a homie? Like, why are you with somebody else? Like, I'm over here by myself, thinking that's just gonna be me and him. Like, first red flag. So him and his homie come walking up, and this is a ghetto meetup anyways. Like, we're not going out to eat or to bowling or anything. No, we're meeting up at a high school football game. So that sets the tone as well. Okay, I'm not name dropping throughout this whole video, so don't even think y'all finna get names. But if you know, you know. People who have grown up with me, been to school with me, they probably know who I'm talking about. But yeah, so anyways, we had meet up, and you know, he looked good, I looked good, he smelled good too. And so I was already, anyways, he was sweet talking. His friend, he like low-key was just walking behind us because we had to go get, we didn't have to, but we went to go get food from McDonald's. Went up the street. I wasn't hungry. I remember that. I told him I wasn't hungry. You know, like, when you first meet up with a guy, you're like, oh, like, I'm not really hungry. or you order, like, a salad. We were going to McDonald's. There was no salad. So we go to McDonald's. His friend's walking behind us. Me and him were walking and talking. And get in there. He gets something to eat. I don't. Wait, do I? I think I might have gotten a McChicken, but I didn't eat it in front of him or something. I don't know, bro. But yeah, okay, so fast forward. We go to the football game, right? And this is us. We're dating? Wait, hold on. No, we're not dating yet. But okay, so we finally walk into the football game, and everybody and their mama like turning and looking, Me and him walking together, and then like we started holding hands. Well, at first, I don't even think he wanted to hold my hand. Like, we were walking, and then we were, oh my God, wait, everything's coming. Oh my God, the recollection. We were walking into the football game, right? And so we were already holding hands, but then he had stopped holding my hand. And in my head, I'm like, because, you know, there's like hella, you know, girls around and the boys too. And he was just like, oh, like, I gotta fix my pants. Like, you know, like guys say, and like he was like a fake hood N-word, okay? And so, yeah, he just let go of my hand right as we're about to walk in. And I'm like, oh, that was the first red flag. But did I ignore it? Yes. Stupid. Anyways, walking there. Everybody's looking though, because we're still walking together. So everybody like, giving me the side eye. Like I took somebody's, and I'm just getting the worst vibe ever. And then everybody that I know, you know, like we're saying hi to each other. He's saying hi to his people. I'm saying hi to my people. It's just cool. And then we finally go sit down in the bleachers. And, you know, when you walk into the bleachers and stuff, there's hella people just sitting, looking at who coming in, who coming out. And everybody's just staring. And I'm like, this can't, like, it's not Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's not that deep. What are y'all, you know? But little delusional old me, I was just paying no mind. I was like, oh, yeah, like, hot topic, what? But, yeah, so we're sitting down. And the game's going cool. He's, like, teaching me about football because, girl, I don't know nothing about football, but give me in a basketball game. However, we were there having a good time, you know, talking. But yeah, so that's just like how we first met, right? This is where all the bull starts coming in, okay? I know y'all have been waiting for this. After that, after everybody has seen us together, well, no, I forgot to add this. He asked me to be his girlfriend that night too. Yeah. Because I was like, oh yeah, I said something, you know, like so like, what are we? Bro, this is 2019, okay? I was like, how old was I? So he, yeah. I was sitting on his lap and I was like, yeah, so like, whatever. Because we've been talking for a minute, right? And we finally met up. And then he was like, yeah, like, you're my girlfriend. I was like, but you didn't ask me. And then he asked me. So we was technically dating that night. And this is where all the bull starts rolling in on now, okay? Next day. Messages, okay? Some are from my friends and some are from people that I know but I don't know. They're like people I know of. So people are just telling me like what type of guy he is. And at first, you know, not to put this out there because it's really none of anybody's business, but in high school and middle school I've always had a bad rep for no reason. You know, me, I've always been confident in who I am, and I show it because I'm not finna bow down to nobody. And that makes a lot of people mad. So people always having a wrong image of me always kind of made me feel like, okay, other people go through that too. So when people were coming to me about him saying, oh, he's this way, he's that way, oh, he's a whole girl, this is not, or oh, he was just da, 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 I would just like, oh, okay, like I would take it into account, but I would like shove it in the back of my mind. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get to know him for who he is, because that's just the type of person I am. Like, I want to see you throughout my vision, not everybody else's. Everybody has gotten a different version of this person, different experience, and I don't know why, so I can't just judge you based off of them. That was the mistake. But yeah, so different people are like telling me different things about him, and me being me, I'm like, okay, that's cool, but a lot of people got a lot to say about me that's not true, so I'm not just gonna take it and run with it. But I should have, you know, taken it more serious. But I wasn't so experienced with guys. I had two boyfriends prior to that, but it was in middle school, and y'all know those aren't really, so excuse me, I'm over there being naive and just dismissive. Anyways, one of my friends that go to school with him two of my friends that go to school with him was telling me about him, like, oh, he's a hoe, this is and that. I'm like, girl, what? Like, no, like, I'm just defending this man, and I shouldn't have been, but yeah. And I'm not even gonna get into everything that I did that was stupid. I'm gonna just talk about the main stupid thing that occurred, which is this whole entire video, the title. But I was making some poor decisions. However, I did learn from them. But yeah, so let's get into the signs. All these signs that was thrown at me, I just threw them out the window. What ended up transpiring between him and I was low-key prescient, because it's like I already knew. I just didn't want to believe. That's the reason why a lot of people are heartbroken, because they want to believe something that is not. They want to believe in somebody's potential more than their actions, and that's how you break your own heart. So take it from me. Okay, yeah, so one of his closest homies was always telling me like, yo, when we're out, you know, he be doing this, he be doing that. But I wasn't really believing him, because I'm like, if you're really his homie, you wouldn't be telling me this. So you're probably trying to get at me, and you just want me to break up with him so I can go with you. It was just a lot. But he wasn't even taking me serious. Like, weirdo. He wasn't even taking me serious. So he was probably like, yeah, like, you should try to get at her too, because you know how boys think. Anyways, another one of his homies that I'm actually so cool with to this day, he was cool, like, I'm not gonna lie, you know, he was never on no like funny-ish, but he always like kept it real, you know. And so that was that part, as far as like the signs and stuff. And it was just so much that I disregarded for no reason. Now let's get into the juiciness. I feel like I keep saying that and I'm not, so I'm sorry. One day, right, I am going over my grandparents' house for the weekend, and I told him, because, you know, obviously we're talking, so I told him, like, this weekend, you know, I'm gonna be going over my grandparents' house, da 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 da. So he knew I was with my grandma and my grandpa, right? I guess he took this as the opportunity to go out and just be so deceitful, just commit this infidelity, which I don't even think that this was the first time, because people was telling me that he was flirting with them in the school hallways and stuff. Like, this girl that I went to middle school with, and, you know, when we got to high school, da, 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 she told me that he was trying to get at her, and it was just so I am just minding my business while I'm at my grandparents' house, and I get this text from this girl that I'm cool with. Like, we wasn't friends, but we was real cool. We had class together. If she's watching this video, she knows who she is. She had texted me. She was like, hey, girl, like, are you still with... Well, I almost said his name. She was like, hey, girl, are you still with Weirdo? And I was like, yeah, why? And she was like, I'm at da-da-da-da right now. I'm not going to say the place because I'm not trying to give out location like that. But it was one of the outdoor malls in my city that I went to school in. So I'm going to just call it a plaza, because a regular plaza, you could just say that. Okay. She was like, I'm at Plaza right now, and I see him with another girl. Because, no, that's what happened. She had asked me, like, are you with him right now? And after she asked if I was still with him, like dating him, she had asked me if I was with him, like physically, like right now. I was like, no, like I'm out of town right now. And she was like, girl. I was like, what? She was like, I see your man with another B word. I was like, there's no way. So she got a picture. Homegirl took a picture for me. She's a real one, I'm not gonna lie. She took a picture and sent it to me. They were holding hands walking down the street. I was like, what? Yo, that shit was so crazy. And so I was like, oh my God, girl, thank you. She's like, I'm gonna try to follow them. I was like, girl, no, it's okay. That's all I need to see, you know? So first of all, let me just say this. Homeboy never paid for anything. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing to say, but I'm gonna let y'all know. Like, y'all gonna get secondhand embarrassment, but I just gotta let y'all know the real. He didn't spend nothing on me. And I'm not saying, oh, if you date me, you gotta put... No, I'm not saying you gotta buy me a Birkin bag. But anytime we went out, not even out, but if we was at a food spot, I was paying for me and him. I'm a 10th grader. You're a 12th grader. Claiming you give money, but why am I paying for our McDonald's? It was crazy. It was really wild. But anyways, seeing him with another girl at a plaza, you know, outdoor mall, I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm like, okay, you can actually take a girl somewhere, but you can't take me nowhere. But so it was just crazy. Anyways, I had confronted him. I don't remember how that transpired. This is so long ago, y'all. But yeah, I don't know. I texted him. His phone was off too, or I don't know if he just had me blocked for the day. But I was like texting him, and I think I called him or something. And yeah, he was just denying it. And then I had sent him the picture. He was like, oh, what did he say? Oh yeah, he couldn't get out of it. Yeah, he didn't even have an excuse. He was just saying like he's so sorry. He loved me. He don't even like her. And trust, the girl wasn't even all that. So yeah, I see who you really with, you know? Like, I am way too good for you anyways. Yeah, so I didn't talk to him for that whole day. And then he just kept on calling me. And me being delusional, I was like, oh, like, he really wants me. Like, he wants me back. Like, oh my God, he's really trying. So next day, he's texting me, he's calling me and stuff, and I finally answered, And long story short, I don't remember how it happened, but I took him back. I took him back. Bro deceived me in one of the highest ways possible, and was doing it before too. Obviously, it was just more discreet, but he committed infidelity, deceived me, cheated on me, disrespected me, and I took him back. So that just goes to show how much I've grown, because please, me, present Azalia. I don't even gotta say too much. Anyways, took him back, and that was that. That's not where it ends. I'm telling y'all, believe people when they show you who they are the first time. Believe the signs, please. So, yeah. His best friend, the girl that he was always telling me not to worry about when they was going to hotels and stuff with their other homies, doing God knows what. His homie ended up telling me that, you know, like, they hooked up or whatever. I was like, okay, I didn't really pay no mind, because I'm still thinking, like, nah, he's lying. Should have. Anyways, since he told me that, I just grew suspicious. And not only that, I just had this feeling like, okay, I should set him up, see if he's gonna cheat on me, because, you know, I just took him back, so let me see if he's for real. So I set up this fake Snapchat account, and y'all know when the light-skinned baddies, the light-skinned Instagram baddies was a thing. You would search it up on Pinterest or whatever, just light-skinned baddie, right? So I go on Pinterest and I looked it up, like a light-skinned baddie. And so I get this girl, and she was popular around that time. I don't know her name, but I just would always see her face. And I used a few of her pictures. I had gotten like probably like 3 or something. And I made a Snapchat account. Mind you, the snap score is 0. Then when I posted on the story, it went up to 1. So he should have known that, but he's... I was like, I hope this works. But he wasn't that bright anyway, so of course it worked. I had posted on the story like, oh, my old Snapchat account got hacked, and this is my new one, and I posted a picture of myself, you know? Well, of her, okay? Of her, the girl that I was pretending to be. So yeah, I'm impersonating this girl that's a baddie, right? And she goes to another high school that's in our city. It's not a rival, but it's in our same city. And I said that I would go there, right? Like, I'm just lying, right? And so he's feeding into the bait. He answers. I'm like, oh my God. Like, at first it was like subtle stuff, and then I was like flirting, and he was flirting back, and I was like, oh. But not only that, I had to take it up a notch, you know? Because me at the time, I was like, I need a definite reason to leave, which I don't know why the cheating wasn't, and the signs that I was getting from everyone and everything else. But that's just the mental and emotional state that I was in at the time. That was my maturity level, you know? I didn't have all the experience that I have now. So But yeah, I had told him, I was like, as the girl, me impersonating the fake girl, I was like, there's a football game this Friday at your school, which was the school. And I was like, yeah, like, do you want to meet up there? Da, 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 da. And mind you, me and him were supposed to be going to this football game together, like to see each other, because we haven't seen each other in a minute. And so that's why I really asked him to see, like, if he would meet up with another girl when he's supposed to be meeting up with me, because he hasn't seen me in a minute. So he's like, yeah, da, 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 da. And I told him, because this is where I was going to set him up at, the McDonald's that's up the street. So I was like, oh, okay, like right before the game, like we can get something to eat, maybe go to McDonald's and then go to the game. And he was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Da, da, da. I was like, yeah, gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm like hype, bro. And I'm telling my friend, who's still my friend today, I'm going to say her real name because she deserves it. Talise, bro. I love Talise. That is, bro, one of my realest friends ever. That's family. I don't care. She was there through it all. So she knows I'm going to her house because she lives right across the street from the high school that he went to, because they went to school together anyways. I go over her house, you know, like she knows about the whole setup and knows what's been going on. She was one of the people that was telling me about him, warning me about him. And I was just, I go over there, me and her, we're just waiting for the time. And she lives by the McDonald's too. Like, it's all on the same street. So obviously we weren't driving at the time. We were literally like 14, 15. So we just walked. So I'm texting him as Azalea. I'm like, hey babe, like we still going to the game tonight? I'm gonna see you, right? And he's like, yeah, like da 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 da. I'm like, okay. Then I would text him on a fake account. I'd be like, yeah, like I'm about to be at McDonald's, like, you know, where you at? So we still texting, me and the girl that I'm impersonating. I didn't even give her a name. I don't remember the name. Was it? It might have been Christina. I don't know. So me and my friends and this homeboy that I had at the time, he's not in the picture no more, but one of my closest homeboys at the time, he also knew about it, and he was gonna be there for me too. So it was him, it was Talise, her homegirl, and me.
Yes, I didn't drink. I wasn't drinking.
So we go up to the McDonald's to be there right before he gets there, obviously, so we can catch him. And my homeboy, he comes too. So we're in the McDonald's, right? And I'm just waiting. This is where, oh my God, this is where everything unfolds. So I'm sitting in the McDonald's. I texted him on the fake account. I was like, hey, I'm here. And he was like, yeah, me too. I'm about to go in. I was like, okay. But he ain't meeting her. He ain't meeting an Instagram baddie. No, he meeting me.
Well, you gotta say.
Yeah, I'm finna come to the game.
You gotta say.
What you doing here?
This nigga's doing some shit.
That's all?
Hold on. Can I talk to you in a second? What's up?
What
Thought
you
me
doing
you at
here?
the game.
Yeah, didn't know you were gonna come here. You said you were by here, right?
Yeah. This is by here.
So, who you coming here to meet?
Weren't you coming here to get some food, real? What are you talking about?
And so he walked in with his homie, the homie that I am, you know, like still cordial with to this day. He's cool. They both walk in and they don't see me at first. Then I get up on my seat and I walk to where because he came in through the door and I walked right there. I was like, I said his name, but this is the fake name. I was like, hey, weirdo. But I was saying his real name, obviously. So I was like, hey, weirdo. And he was looking at me. He looked so scared, like the fear in his eyes, bro. And then his homie in the back smiling and laughing. And I just knew, because he was like, yeah, you're dumb. You just got caught. So I was like, hey, weirdo. What are you doing here, weirdo? Because me and him, we were supposed to be meeting at the game, not at McDonald's. So, and he told me that he was about to be there. So I was like, oh, like, what are you doing here? You just told me that you're about to be at the game. He was like, oh, you know, he was talking about his homie. He was like, so-and-so wanted food, so we came up to McDonald's real quick. I was like, but you didn't tell me that. You said that you was at the game, like, about to walk in. And he was like just stuttering. And I'm over here like, okay. And then I was like, so you wasn't up here to meet, whatever the name was. And he was like, who? Like, not trying to act stupid, right? So I whip out my phone. I was like, so what is this? What is this? He was like, oh, bro, like, you know, doing that. He was like, oh, like, I knew it was fake, like that whole stupidness. So we started going back and forth, but he was like, let's take this outside. I was like, okay, because, you know, I'm not trying to be yelling and causing a scene up in the McDonald's anyways. It's ghetto. So we stepped outside. This whole thing is ghetto. Like, I stepped outside with him, and we were talking. Well, not even talking. I was doing most of the talking. He was just standing there looking stupid. I was like, you cheated on me. You told me you wasn't going to do it again. Da-da-da-da. And I had said something so harsh. Oh, my God. I'm trying to remember, y'all. The recollection is not there. I don't know, but I just ended it off with, we're done. And he's like, oh, okay, da-da-da-da. Walk back in, right? And me and my homegirls and my homeboy, we had left and we had went to the game. And that was that. I was hurt, but I was also like, I got your ass. Like, bro, I was feeling like, I don't know, the queen of the world. But anyways, after that, he texts me. I don't know if it was that same night or the next day. I believe it was, no, I don't know. It was sometime that day. No, it was, I don't know. I just remember I got a text on Monday when I had went to school. I was walking to get food with my friend at the time, and I had got this message. It was like a paragraph and like I think another message or something, and he was just apologizing to me and just, you know, begging for forgiveness. I'm gonna try to find the messages because I know I screenshotted it because I sent it to my friends, so it has to be in my backed up Google Photos. If it is, I'm gonna insert this right now. But yeah, so he was doing that. But at this time, like, I'm not for it no more, y'all. Like, that was the point where I finally learned, and then I took that step forward instead of staying in a place that was no longer meant for me. And yeah, so he's just doing that. Like, he's constantly like calling me, da 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 da. This is like throughout the course of years now I'm talking about. After that message, after like that Monday after the game, Friday night, yeah, I cut him off, obviously. Didn't have his number. He still kept mine. He continuously calls me. I block numbers. He'll get new ones, or what now? What is it called? Call now, text now numbers. I don't know what it was, or if he was just getting new phones and calling me and texting me. And I'm just like, like, where was all this energy when I was actually your girl? Like, why weren't you treating me right with this energy when I was your girl? Don't try to do that now. And so, yeah, here's some more juiciness. Okay, this is like, there's like parts of the story, like all of it is juicy. Okay, all right, so y'all remember me telling y'all about the girl he told me not to worry about, his best friend? Y'all already know them best friends. Well, me and my best friend, we locked in. Me and him, we locked in. We not on that weirdness. But then so they ended up getting together, right? And I was like, yeah, I knew it. You feel me? I just knew it was too obvious. But guess what? This is why I say the universe got my back. The universe does not play about me. When it comes to Azalia, the universe don't play. Yeah, no, karma is real. Okay, and if you cross me, oh, you're not gonna have to deal with me. You're gonna have to deal with it. So, you know, they doing dumb stuff, and she ends up getting him put away. So when I found that out, and y'all are gonna be like, how'd you find out? I'm gonna get to that point. But anyways, I was feeling so happy. You know, I'm like, yeah, karma really got you. You didn't have to do what you did to me. I was so hurt over that, y'all. I forgot to mention, it took me so long to get over that. I'm not even gonna lie. And certain times when he would call me, I would answer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try to be like, I was just all this. No, sometimes I would fold and I would talk on the phone with him. It would be good like old times. Like, we'll joke around, this and that. But that all ended up stopping. But I did do that, so I'm not gonna even lie about that. Anyways, I was happy that he got his karma. Because, yeah. And it was what made it better was it was from the girl he told me not to worry about. Like, that was, oh my God. So it was just revitalizing. I don't know. He had called me from jail. That's how I found out he was in there. And I don't know what year this was, but I didn't know the number, but it kept on calling me. So then I finally answered. And then, you know, like the automated system thing when somebody is calling you from incarceration. I was like, what the heck? And then it said the name. I was like, oh, what? And I'm like, first of all, how you know my number still? What the heck? But I ain't, you know me, it's me. But yeah, so that's when he tells me everything. You know, I said on the phone because, well, obviously I'm interested. He told me what happened, and I was like, yeah. And after that, he still would try to call me from jail. He's still in jail to this day. kept on calling. I had to like block different numbers because at first it was the same number. I didn't block it, but I just wouldn't answer. Then I blocked it. Then it stopped. Then another number started calling me. I don't know if he moved facilities or what, but then it was him again. It's just, oh my God, it's just ongoing. But that just goes to show, it's like men will do, not men, boys will do all of this just to get you back when they could have treated you right the first time. That's why I'm like, girl, don't go back to that man, because he don't really care about you. He just want to see if you still stupid, if you would put up with his BS again. And we're not doing that. So yeah, but y'all, that was the story of the time that I got cheated on and I went back. I know I left things out because the story was so long ago, but I said everything that was really, really important. Oh, no, we never did anything sexual. No. But we did kiss. That was it. But I am just so glad that I never made a decision that I would live to regret, because obviously that thought had crossed my mind when I was with him. But I am so glad that that was not implemented at any point. But yeah, you guys, that is a little backstory of me. Okay. If you guys resonate with this, hey, I love you. Okay. We doing better. We deserve better, and we're getting better. So don't let your past define you, okay? And if you don't resonate with this, I'm so happy. Girl, I'm happy for you. Or guy, whoever's watching this, if you never gotten cheated on or deceived in any way, you know, in relationships, I'm so happy for you, because it don't feel good. It really don't. But y'all, I'm so grateful for that situation. I would never regret dating him or anybody that I've ever, you know, been involved with, because I am who I am today because of the situation. All of the things that I learned. I mean, those situations could happen. I could choose to remain in that place and put up with it and not grow from it. But I didn't choose that. I chose to take advantage of the situation. And do what's best for me and become my truest highest self. But yeah, y'all, if you guys have any story times of your own, let me know, because I'm interested. I want to know if we got similar stories. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.